These are Don's predictions as who is going to win. Manchester City to finish top. Liverpool second. Arsenal, who you've got a $50 bet with me, won't finish in the top four, are going to finish third. Manchester United fourth. Newcastle fifth. Wow. Chelsea sixth. Top scorer Erling Haaland. Player of the year will be Mo Salah.
Huh?
Wow. All right, Don. Let me ask you first about Arsenal and our bet.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's as good as done because the bet was made before Arsenal signed their three players. So I will have to back down and say, yes, Dan, I will be giving you... Well, I'll offer you 49 instead of the 50 to see if you'll take it now, or I'll have to give you 50 at the end of the season. But they are search for top four.
I think I'll wait till the end of the season.
Right,
I appreciate it.
You wait.
Thank you.
You wait. Your 50's yours. Yeah, the 50's yours.
So despite those three signings, you've got them dropping down a place.
Just because I think Liverpool will be so much better this season. I've got Liverpool responding. I've watched quite a few of their pre-season games, and yes, you can say that you know, tongue-in-cheek, you can say it doesn't really matter. But Luis Diaz, the form that he's been in, Jota's been banging goals. I'm expecting big things from Darwin Núñez. Salah, I've got player of the year because he steps up every single year, and I think it'll be so much better. I think, you know, when you look back at the form guide at the end of the last season, the last 10 games, Liverpool was second behind Man City and Arsenal were down in 12th. So I'm expecting big things from Liverpool this season. I've got them second.
How can Salah be player of the year if Haaland's top goal scorer, Don?
Well, you can still be brilliant. You can still be Kevin De Bruyne and be absolutely amazing and still be fantastic. But Haaland bags 50 goals a season and he's the top man in front of goals. But you can still be brilliant behind him.
You certainly can, but you've got City winning the title.
I know. And I've got Salah being outstanding yet again.
Right. I see. But they're just going to fall short despite Salah's player of the season ambition. Why do you hate Newcastle?
I don't. I just think Champions League is going to take its toll. That's going to be tricky to try and navigate for Eddie Howe. I heard him talking on TV yesterday saying, you know, all the fans and the players and the media are sort of getting carried away with Newcastle being in the Champions League, but he's sort of brushing it to one side for a couple of months yet. He said he's not even entertaining the thought of Champions League football just yet because they want to start well in the Premier League. So I think even though the signings have been very good with the likes of Harvey Barnes and Sandro Tonali, I think the signings are exceptional. There's some big hitters coming back into play. I didn't see Liverpool being that bad last season. I didn't see Chelsea being a shambles last season. So I just think the teams that are trying to get back in front of Newcastle might just get there.
Would you like to ask Don any questions about his predictions, Stephen?
No, just when he was talking about Newcastle, when I put my predictions in, I had forgotten that Newcastle winning the Champions League. But at the same time...
But save yourself. Have you already given us your predictions? Or?
I have, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You could change it.
That was the only thing I was thinking about.
You could write another email, Stevie.
Yeah, I could do that.
Take a while.
Take a while for you.
Right, okay.
Oh,
all right.
Whoa.
Ali?
No, I think Don was inconsistent enough himself. I don't need to...
So it is the prediction era. It's happening. Even the ESPN guys are doing, and I'm in my hands. I'm holding Don Hutchison's prediction, and I'm gonna talk about what he talks about. So what he has done is this: he has put champions as Manchester City, as in everyone. He has put Liverpool as the runners-up, number 2, which I am questioning there, and I'm a Liverpool fan. He has put Arsenal number 3, Manchester United number 4, Newcastle number 5, Chelsea number 6. Top goal scorer Haaland, and player of the season Mohamed Salah. Relegation Bournemouth, Sheffield United, and Luton Towns. So the first question that people are going to be asking from there is, why is Liverpool number 2? Especially with what we're doing in terms of we are not doing our signings and stuff like that. Why are we even number 2? I might not agree with actually the number 2 mark. I feel like Arsenal are just going to be ahead of us. But one thing I feel like what Don was saying is this: he's expecting Liverpool to improve, which of course I think in the beginning of the season you will see that there will be some improved, especially if by any God's given grace we manage to get Romeo Lavia, who could be going to Chelsea at the moment. They would be improving, but there are some things that are going to be missing in that club. there is a lot of things that is missing. We need at least 2 midfielders who can help this team to at least do something. Strike force, I'm not really worried. I feel like Liverpool are going to be more lethal going forward, scoring goals. But we still need a defender for us to keep less of the goals that goes out on our side. Because imagine, in a preseason, we score 18 goals, but the other team scored 11 goals against us. That's not a good look defensively for any team. Even for a team that people are hoping that they could finish up to runners up as the champions. So that's where some of the some of the inconsistencies or some of the things that I get worried about when it comes to this situation. So there is a lot of questions to ask. Can Liverpool really do it? Are you sure that they are even capable of coming that close? So many questions that I'm going to be asking, but this is what John Hutchinson is saying. He was also asked about Newcastle, that why does he hate Newcastle? I feel like his reasoning is correct. That's why, hence, as well, in my predictions, I did not put them also in the top there. Maybe they could be number 5 or 6. I'm not sure. Because I felt like the fact that they're in the Champions League and the amount of players that they've signed, it's going to be so heavy for them. So they are going to be in trouble. So many players are going to be knocked. So many injuries. Can they copy with an 8 months, 9 months of Premier League when it starts asking questions? Those are some of the questions that they need to answer. But it looks like it's going to be a good season, and I do agree with the champions. Mo Salah winning Player of the Year. So many people are asking those questions. One thing I can tell you about that one, which is going to really be interesting, is this. You have to remember that Mo Salah, it looks like his job this season is more into assisting than actually scoring goals. In this preseason alone, he has assisted about 5 or 6 times for Liverpool. So imagine what he's going to be doing, because he is becoming the assistant machine for Darwin Núñez, for Diogo Jota, and Cody Gakpo, and anyone who's going to be in the game with him. That, for me, is going to be the difference maker. That's why he could be the player of the season. So I might agree with him on that, but it's going to be exciting, people. I can't wait to see how the season goes forth, and I'll let you know my thoughts in the comment section. I'm out. Frank Labov's prediction is what's coming next. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. I'm out. Peace. Let me know if you agree with Don, because I do agree with him. Peace.